Good morning. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. We're about to start our live stream today. I hope it works well. No, nothing wrong happened yet. So knock on wood. But there's also good news. I mean, I purchased the parts to build a new computer, which I'll do tonight probably or over the weekend. And this means I'll get to stream on a dedicated computer on Monday. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hey Aaron, can't get the cluster to work, dude? Oh, that's annoying. I feel you, dude. The problem sometimes is just, you gotta take a step back and wait a couple of days until you get new fresh ideas. When I was doing the cluster here on the Volvo, there was days that it wouldn't work and I had to sleep it out, kind of go to bed and wait for a couple of days until I got back to it. Was I doing any mission? I don't recall. I am in Dortmund, Germany. I don't think I was doing anything. I think I delivered something yesterday, so I think we can. Well, first let's check. So SimHub picks up the cluster, but it doesn't have power. Some clusters, Aaron, need CAN bus to tell the cluster to keep alive. So for instance, the Volvo one needs 4 commands, 4 CAN IDs that will keep the cluster alive. So it needs one that will literally say, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive, in CAN bus language. The other one will pretty much just send, there's no problems like in case of the ABS, engine, all that kind of stuff. And there's one that will tell the cluster that the chassis settings is also working. So it kind of needs all of them to understand, okay, I have no problem here and I can continue on. So you might need to check if your cluster has any requirement of like a keep alive function. So some clusters do that. Some will just stay on until they're told to turn off, just to keep the CAN bus, line clear. But Volvo doesn't do that, so I'm wondering if yours do that the same. Hey Lamborghini, yes, Volvo. Yes, man, let's go. So, where are we? I don't even remember. I know I'm in Germany, so let's check here. Okay, so I don't have anything. I parked here. Yes, I do remember now. I parked here. There's no trailer there anymore. The BMW F10, I don't recall, dude. I'm sorry, but I think the E60, but I never seen the code for the E60. But I'm wondering if it also needs a stay alive command just to keep working, But I don't know. I'm not an expert on BMW clusters. Heck, I'm not an expert on any clusters, just the Volvo one. Well, in any case, let's find a job here. Let's get going. Let's go to the freight market. Have I ever tried car mods on ETS, Flavius? No, I have not. I got turned off by the fact that a lot of people say that if you put car mods here, it still drives like a truck. So if it drives like a truck, it just, I'll just drive a truck. So what I'm waiting for is, in fact, SCS released a statement yesterday, a post on social media saying that they made a partnership with Ford, and they're gonna release the Ford F-150. They're gonna have the Crown Victoria, and there's another car. I don't remember if it's the Bronco, but they're gonna have 3 cars that are coming to ETS and ATS. So we'll see. That'll be fun. I hope that will happen soon. So where are we going? Oh, let's go to Great Britain. Let's go to England. We've never been there. Let's discover this place. And it's 17,000 pounds. I'll take that. All right, that'll be cool. Let's go to UK. A lot of people were asking me to go to UK yesterday, so let's do that. Yes, it's a they're gonna have Fords now, which is pretty cool. All right, let's get the truck going here. All right. It's again me. Oh man, I'm sorry. Your TikTok must be just trying to, get you to watch me. Oh, parking brake is on. I'm not gonna move anywhere if I keep it on. All right, let's go. How do I leave here? I don't see the exit. I think it's there. I don't know. I don't recall anymore. No, it's not here. I gotta go the other way. Oh, you know what? I found out, Aaron, I cannot say the other app names. I can say TikTok because all the other apps are not as annoying. So the red app with the play button is fine with me saying TikTok. And I think the purple app doesn't quite like it, but I have tumbleweeds rolling on my purple app right now. And so, what the heck? I can say TikTok. TikTok. But I can't say red app with the play button. Hey, Flavius. It's going well, man. Live stream is still working so far. So I got new lights in my studio. I don't know I don't know if you were here yesterday. Aaron, what do you think of the new lights? They should look the same, but with a very important difference. It's easier for me to set it up because before I had to put like 2 lights, like 3 lights. They were, like movable lights around the sim rig. And yesterday what I did was I changed the ceiling lights, which before were just white and very strong. So if I would turn those on, everybody would be blinded by the light, including me. Now it's more of a yellow tone, and I can adjust the brightness. I can say, Alexa, turn studio to 100%. And boom, you got a lot of light. I can say, Alexa, turn studio to 15%. That's what it was. I think she didn't get it. Alexa, turn studio to 15%. There we go. Now we get to lower the lights and dim and with the voice. The power of the voice. So 37 miles an hour, I'm doing almost 40. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna get a ticket. It's 31 miles an hour actually, so I'm a little over the speed limit here. You thought I was on Assetto Corsa Competizione? Wow, that's a big difference, man. I do love that game though, especially Nordschleife. Oh, that new track when they added, man, that beautiful. A car interior for ETS, that's new. I guess. But it works pretty well. Thank you, Issy. Thank you, man. How do you like ETS compared to ATS? You've seen me playing ATS for a long time. Ooh. It's a yellow blinking light there, but in any case, I like it so far. I mean, I love the fact that we're driving in different places, especially in Europe. I've never been to Europe. Well, let me correct myself. I landed in Switzerland once, in Zurich, when I was going to Russia for the World Cup in 2018. But I never been around Europe, So it's fun. I like that. One thing, though, is it here? I think so. The one thing that strikes me, and I think I prefer ATS on this, is the speed limits. The speed limits here are so much lower, dude. I mean, why? There we go. Let's go to UK, guys. Let's go to London. Oh, we could have chosen Czech Republic. That's fun. But no, we're going to go to UK. Yesterday, a lot of people asked me to go to UK. We'll go to UK today. Where's my trailer? There. Do the button work? Yes, all the buttons work. Everything you see here does something. I can configure and do whatever I need in the game. So they are all like joystick buttons. Yes, I mean that, Mason, but I cannot say that. You can, however. It's okay to say it in the chat, but I can't say it out loud. Otherwise, the live stream gets restricted. How did I take the dash and set everything up? Man, there is a tutorial on the red app with the play button, and it will teach you everything you need to know. So am I a soccer supporter? I never heard anybody talk about soccer like that. No, I'm not a big soccer supporter. I was there for a job. I'm Brazilian. I was born in Brazil. But for some odd reason, I'm not a big soccer fan. Are we getting a lag? I see that lag. At least on the purple app. It could be happening. You know, Shiz, this is why this is the last day I'm live streaming through this computer. What's gonna happen is I bought parts for a new computer that's coming today. So Monday, I'm gonna have a more powerful computer dedicated for streaming. Today, what I'm doing is I'm using an old laptop, and this laptop cannot take the the blunt. So I don't know what's going on. I see my feedback here, and I see it's quite slow. Let me check my movement. Yeah. So if you guys are seeing a lag on your live stream, do not adjust your computers. I think that's me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check on my streaming computer for a second and see if there's any apps that I left open, because any CPU power counts. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's still bad, I think. Let me check. I turned off a couple of, like, useless apps. I think it's a little smoother now. Yeah, it's a little better. It's not gonna get any better than this, I'm sorry. But it'll get better on Monday, so I promise if you join the live stream on Monday, Shiz9, you'll see it's gonna be better. Put a fan facing it. Maybe you're thermal throttling. It is thermal throttling. I do know that. And I do have two little fans facing the computer. I have one in the front on the top of the laptop and one in the bottom. The GPU is at 94 degrees Celsius right now. So yes, I think it's thermal throttling. But there's no more fans I can put on it. And I have a climate control here on this room. It's at 22 degrees Celsius, or just about 273 Fahrenheit, so it's smoother on okay. Yeah, I hope it stays a little better now, because I see on my feedback here on my computer, on my gaming PC, it's a little better. I'm not skipping so many frames. So let's go go to UK with my lady here. See, I have a lady beside me here. So you bought a Thrustmaster T300 RS GT. Is it good for a start? I'm biased to say, because yeah, that's exactly the one I started with. That was my first steering wheel. I would, if you would ask me before you bought it, I would have told you buy the Moza. Oops. I would say buy Moza, the R3 or R5 if you are on the budget. But I mean, I had one. It's it's a great steering wheel. It works fine. It won't take another steering wheel, but it works. Lot Lizard. I think I know what you mean. almost scratched my cargo there. Where did I get the setup from? I got it from a junkyard, man. I just went to a junkyard and I built it myself. Ooh. I stalled the truck. Been a while. I don't do that quite a lot. I think it's heavy. Let's go. Stop doing that. You have the R5. Yeah, the R5 I think it's a good all-around like steering wheel, you know. Aaron, so it says I need wires to be 12 volts, but I'm confused to plug it into since my CAN bus. Oh, yes, you do need 12 volts. You need 12 volts to power your gauge cluster, but do not power your Arduino with 12 volts. That'll fry it. So, yeah, you need to put power straight into your cluster. I have 12 volts coming here, and I have just a regular USB power coming to the Arduino. Reaper fight. How many times did it take to you to make this setup? So it took quite a while, if I'm honest. It took about 3 weekends to get the bulk working. But I've been working on and off for about 3 years now to get everything to work. Like all the buttons and... Ooh, I gotta go this way. All the buttons and everything, you know, like it took quite a while. So that's why I have a tutorial on my red app with the play button channel. And I'm pretty sure today... I'm not going to say the names again. The black app, the TT, is throttling my live stream. I have only 16 people, and I usually have about 150. Yeah, they're hiding my live stream again, for whatever reason. So people on the black app, with the, you know, the TT, hit that like button and share the live stream because, you know, they tend to do that sometimes, and I think that's unfair. Oh, you've done that, Aaron, so I don't know, man. Have you found any guides on the F10 cluster on how to get it working? Where should I go? It's straight ahead. It's only 30 miles an hour. I'm doing 40, so... Which way do I go here? That's what I hate about this map. It doesn't show very well. I think it's right. I think it doesn't matter. If it did, I don't know. How long is the delivery, Mr. Turab? It says here 29 minutes. We're going to UK. So 29 minutes in real life. So in the game, it's the equivalent of 9 hours. We're gonna take 29 minutes to get to our destination. Oh, you saw this on FYP? Yeah, it's showing to some people, but not showing to enough people. Usually I have more people watching, about 150. My average 200 people nowadays. Back in the good old days, I would have 2,000, 3,000 people watching at the same time. My record was like 11,000 people at the same time one day, but that was a long time ago. And since they started restricting more the live stream, where to where? So I'm coming from Germany to UK. I forgot the name of the city I was in Germany, but I'm going to London. Going to London. The woodwork will be difficult, dude. That's the easiest part, man. And quite honestly, I have a tutorial on my red app with the play button. You're on the purple app right now, which is one of the best experiences you can get because you get the widescreen. But if you go to the red app with the play button, you can find my tutorial there, man. And that will teach you how to do that. Even the wood. Yeah, I don't know, man. The purple app is new to me. I only have 123 followers on the purple app. As opposed to almost 200,000 followers on the black app. I have about 150,000 on Instagram. And I have about 10,000 on the red app with the play button. So the purple is new to me, so that's why I have only tumbleweed rolling there. It's so hard to be discovered there. Oh, nice, Roll. What Volvo do you have in real life, Roll? I have 3 Volvos here in my garage, and one of them is exactly like this as well. Oh, I see what you're saying, Reaper fight. Yeah, I know. It's... Well, take your time. things change, you might be able to build eventually. I think I'm gonna sleep so it's daylight. Do I have time? I think so. Oh no, not Mr. Tureb. It's not being restricted on speeding violation. Really? That's what I hate about ETS, the speed limits. Well, in any case, Mr. Tureb, it's not restricted there on the red app with the play button. It's being restricted on another platform that I'm also streaming on. Let me sleep here for a second. So it gets daylight, so it's better for you guys to see. We gotta park here. So let's turn the engine off. Did I turn it off? No. Getting some rest. Let's get some... Hey, Panos! Welcome! Welcome to the live stream, man. Let's go. Daisy. Daisy. I read cozy and I said Daisy. It's daytime now. That's what I meant. It's a little better for you guys to see. Yeah, that's... I don't mind driving at night here in the game, but you guys can't see a thing. So let's go during the daylight. That always gets things a little better. No loading screen for sleeping. No, it just usually goes to black and says getting a rest, and the clock just kind of goes. Does the temperature apply from the game, Panos? It could apply from the game. However, I set up my water temperature here to be the GPU temperature, which is right now at around 60 degrees from what I can tell. When it's really dead center, it's about 60. And here is my CPU temperature. So 65 Fahrenheit, which is not Fahrenheit, it's Celsius, is my CPU temperature. So 65, 66. And I can confirm by going on my Apple CarPlay here. And you can see that 68 degrees CPU and 61 degrees the GPU. The CPU will fluctuate, and this won't follow at the same rate because the car wasn't programmed to have temperatures shifting like at the speed. So it adjusts like every few seconds. I think it takes about 30 seconds. So as the temperature goes to 66, 68, 67, the temperature will kind of stick around in one temperature. But yeah, all the temperatures working. I could put the game temperature if I wanted, but oops. The PSU is 12 volts, right? In theory, yes, it should be. Do have a Ryzen? Yes, I have an AMD Ryzen 9, the 9950X 3D as my CPU here for my computer. Thank you, man. I'm a Volvo guy. I think I'm a Volvo guy, follow. Dima Po, does the air vents work? They do not work, but that would be an easy thing for me to do. They just don't work because I don't need it. I'm in my home office, and I have I have air coming through the vents. My AC is on right now. I'm in my home office, and in Florida, meaning air conditioning is on 24/7. Luca Manea, dude, that was early today, 25 minutes. Yesterday we were at 1 hour and 15 minutes before somebody told me to buy a car. You get the ding. So you tell people playing Call of Duty, man, at this point just go to war? Dude, think about what you're saying, man. That doesn't make any sense. This is a simulator. All my 4 cars are in the garage, safe and sound. I can drive them anytime. But it doesn't make any sense. I'm work from home, dude. Why would I be driving now? Where would I be driving to? Just going around on let me drive now because I like to drive. Come on, man. It works with on Arduino. Yes, everything is on Arduino here. So all the buttons, they work with Arduinos. the gauge cluster works with an Arduino Uno and a CAN bus shield. The only exception is my steering wheel that works with an ESP32. And I'm going super fast, and I'm gonna get a ticket again if I keep doing that. Oh, that was not a ticket. You have a 14.7. Good. Yeah, they heat up pretty hard, so I have water-cooled system here on mine. Does my speed indicators work? Yes. What you see here is my actual speed in the game in miles per hour, which now I have to slow down because I'm at 40-ish, and the speed limit is 30. Nice, Milton. Can you see a third-person view of the truck? Yes. Here you go. That's the truck I'm driving. A big old FH 420. Small cab, that's all I could afford. I've been playing this game since Monday. I usually play ETS. Nice, Luca. You have a Fanatec as well. Yes, I do have a Fanatec as well. The Club Sport DD with 12 Newton meters. They have two versions, right? The Club Sport with 15, but I have the 12. And I think the 12 is plenty here. I have to turn it down to about 70%. Did I hit any deer? No, I don't think there's deers in this game. Is there? There is, I've never seen it. Manual, yes. This is the Spaceball from Volvo. So this is an original Volvo 6-speed manual transmission trim. And yes, it's manual. Couldn't I have just bought a real car for the price of all of this? Nah, it's about $700. I could have bought some piece, crap car and just call it a day and not drive it because it would be breaking all the time, and I can't go to anywhere in the world. I can't drive in any track. If I go to tracks, I have to buy a tow car to tow it with, make adjustments. I'd be spending about $15,000 to get a track day car. This, $700. If I count everything with the TVs, I have 3 TVs here, the computer and everything. That is more like $10,000, but still, I have 4 cars. I don't need 5 cars. So no, Reptas, I could not have bought a real car with the price of all of this. I have 1,800 hours in ETS, dude. That's amazing. I have about 1,000 in ATS, but here I have maybe, I don't know, 10 hours now. I've been playing since Monday. How much did it cost? I'm asking because I want one. Pike, I have a tutorial exactly where you are in my channel. You'll find a tutorial that will tell you and break down all the costs. However, I can tell you that I spent about $300 in car parts, and I spent another $400 in all the hardware, so wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, all that kind of stuff, and the LCD screen here. I'm not counting, obviously, the triple 4K TVs. I'm not counting the computer, the wheelbase, that kind of stuff is separate. But in what makes the simulator unique, the car, this was about $700. Not too bad. Really, dude? Really, dude? Let's get close. I forgot to set up my horn, so I gotta do that. What are you doing, dude? Go. Yeah, simulator's driving without risk at any time, anywhere. I can crash, I can reset. Yes, sir. It's ETS. What GPU, Milton? It's a 4090. Warning hazards work, yes. They do work. Khan, how long did it take to set up the speedometer and stuff? It took about, the speedometer is pretty quick. There's a tutorial on the Red app with the play button, and it took about 30 minutes. I didn't write the code. I improved the code. That took longer, but just to get the codes working, it was less. You have 6 gears. How? So in the game, you can set up as a range. So it goes from 1 to 3 to 5 to 7 to 9 to 12. So that's how it uses all 12 gears in this truck without having a 12 or a the button for high and low. 56, so I'm almost at 60 miles an hour, so I can go a little more. Only $400. It's because you have the wood already and the tool ready. No, the wood is counted in the 400. So I spent about $100 in wood. It was like $90 or something. I didn't spend a lot of money on wood. How does this work, man? So a bunch of Arduinos. Arduinos are the key to the world, especially in the simulator world. What do you have on your navigation? I have an Apple CarPlay kind of thing. Let me get it bigger for you. Now you should be seeing it a little bigger. So I made an Apple CarPlay. On my channel, you can find, in exactly the channel you are right now, you'll be able to find the CarPlay and download it, because I made a tutorial on it. David, how can the engine spin up to 8,000 RPMs? Very well noticed, it cannot. So the way it works here is the truck only goes up to 2,000 RPMs, right? So I calibrated my tachometer to show 2,000 equals 7,500. So right now I'm at about 1,200, 1,400. Let me see. Right there. Yeah, 1,400 RPMs on the truck. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. I just slowed down here because I hate missing my exits. So yeah, it's calibrated. How do I connect the buttons to the PC? Arduinos. Arduinos are usually USB connected, so yes, all the buttons, everything works. Everything you see here will do something. I can change the camera. I can go back inside. I can turn the hazard. I can use the stock to turn the wiper. I can change the view from here. Go back to the cockpit. I can change to automatic shifter. I can open my window. Let me look to my window here so I can, yeah, so you can see I can change my window. I can close it off. So yeah, every button here works. How did I get the Apple CarPlay? Oscar, check out my channel where you are right now and you'll find a tutorial, a very detailed tutorial, and you can download it on your computer. I might have missed a couple messages. Reaper, okay, where I live, they sell wood ultra elation. Oh, really, man? Oh, you're in France. I don't know prices in France, but here in the US, their wood is pretty cheap. It was cheaper before the pandemic. It never really got down to the prices it were before, but they're better. Did you took the front of an actual truck? No, this is a car, Emmanuel. So this is a Volvo car, as I am not driving too well today because I'm trying to read the chat. How much did it cost, TJ? It did cost about $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware. Wood, metal, carpet, Arduinos, LCD screen, that kind of stuff. So all in all, about $700. Yes, I do, Fanatec system, and that 60R setup. And it looks exactly the same as one of my real cars in my garage. The 2005 S60R that I have in my garage is exactly the same, with the navigation, with the 6-speed manual transmission. The only thing that my real car does not have, and this one does, is the phone module here. I don't need the phone module in my car, so I just have the little cubby that goes near the radio. Yeah. Oh, you've owned two. Nice, man. I have one. It's 110,000 miles right on it. Thank you, Con. Thank you, man. Really? Regulations make the wood cost that much there? That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. If you can find like scrap wood, maybe you can, you know, build cheaper. Save the manuals, absolutely, Milton. I do agree with you. Yeah, the M66 is my favorite. I mean, when I bought mine, I drove to Maryland just to be able to pick up the manual because they're hard to find here in US. Very hard to find. So the tragic magic. Yeah. The automatic ones, especially the 2004 ones, they're awful. Do you use a car seat? Yes, I do. It's from the same Volvo. Hello, James. How are you doing today? Yeah, I save wood whenever I can as well. I don't know, I might need one day, you never know. Is there Serbia on Euro Truck Simulator? That's a good question, Kevin. I don't know. I started playing ETS on Monday, so I haven't explored everything yet. And in fact, it's the first time we're headed out to UK. Thank you, call me. That's a compliment. Thank you. Really? I would think that it's easier to find in Europe. The M66. Where should I go? I gotta take the other one. To Paris. Old Paris, I think. Yeah. Correct. Why did you go with 3 TVs and not VR? For one, I get motion sickness. For two, it's not the same immersion. People might say, oh, yeah, it's more immersive. It's not. 3 TVs give me 180 degrees. I can touch this. I see where the buttons are. I touch them. I feel them. This is immersive feeling. And also, VR headsets get heavy after. Like, I live stream sometimes for 2 hours. I wouldn't be able to live stream for 2 hours with a headset. So, no, man. Absolutely not. So the setup is only what you see, or is it complete like a cabin, like passenger seat? So you're not on the horizontal, I see. You're on the vertical, Mr. Turab. So there is a passenger seat right here, and you get more, but it's not the whole cabin. It's just the dashboard and both passenger and driver seat with 3 TVs in front of me. How much did the setup cost? It was about $300 and another $400 in hardware. So $300 in car parts and another $400 in wood, metal, carpets, Arduinos, LCD screen, that kind of stuff. The UK map is outdated. Well, I wouldn't know. I've never been there, so to me is updated. Yeah, I prefer 3 TVs here, man. Is it lagging again? The live stream? No, they're not curved. They're flat. Yes, Pike, you can find the video exactly on my channel where you are. You go there, you'll find all the breakdown. You can find everything you need to know about it. How fast can I get? I never tried to go any faster on... I did on ATS, and the fastest I was able to drive was 95 miles an hour with no cargo. And I do have a trailer here with me. I think I'm hauling what? Let me see here. I can tell you. So I have... Oops, I'm changing songs. So I'm carrying train undercarriages to London. Am I actually driving? I am, in a simulator. I'm actually driving in a simulator, yes. Does the speedometer work? Yes. What you see is the actual speed. Have I ever heard of Road Trip DLC for ATS? I heard, and yesterday they announced that we're gonna get Ford, right, as the first Road Trip DLC. When am I getting a boost gauge? That's a good question. In my real car, I do have one here. That'd be fun to add a boost gauge for when I have a turbo. That'd be fun. Thank you, Dion. Yes, I do have a few mods here, but I try to keep the mods at a controlled rate. Not too many mods, because I live stream a lot, and you know, mods kind of increase your chances of breaking the game sometimes. Thank you, Litera. Yeah, I think Volvos are massively underrated cars, and they got a bad reputation because they're safe, which is crazy. I mean, when I say a bad reputation, I say among like car enthusiasts. Like a lot of car enthusiasts have no clue that a Volvo S60R came with 300 horsepower, a 6-speed manual transmission, and was faster than a BMW M3 in the same year. Like a lot of people don't know that, and they don't look fast. They're cool. I love cars that don't look fast. Column, do the hazard works? Yes, the hazards do work. Steering is so sharp, maybe lower the sensitivity. No, man, it's automatic. It's going exactly as the steering wheel in the game is, so it's calibrated. You have latency. Oh, maybe. Yes, I do. I do have one kid. I have a daughter. She's 9 years old, and she loves playing BeamNG, man. It's funny. She really enjoys playing BeamNG. I love BeamNG as well, so. Yeah, they're pretty good sleepers. Like my Volvo S60, the 2022 T8, does 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, and that's an original car. It's not tuned or anything. Absolutely, Milton. I completely agree with you. And not to mention the sound. I think the way the Volvo S60R sounds with the 5-cylinder when it's like, catless, ooh, beautiful. My car is catless right now, and I love the sound of it. Does the air conditioning work? No, just the buttons. The buttons do work in the game. I can do whatever I want in the game. But there's no air blown from here. I don't need air from there. I am in my home office. I can talk Volvo at any time. Where should I go now? I never been to UK, so... Oh, we're gonna take that tunnel, isn't it? Dude, that's sick. I think we need to turn somewhere. Okay. No trucks here. Just cars, so here is trucks. Nice. On that one. Or is it this one? Wait, there's one there, there's one here. It's this one. Oh, the Volvo? No, the original one is the 2022, man. The S60R is not at all original. Completely tuned and changed, and it's lowered. It's on coil springs. The 2005 is tuned. The 2022 Volvo, the T8, is the original one. All right, let's go to UK. Or not? Yes. Okay. Let's go to UK. That's pretty cool. Do I drive a Volvo truck in ETS? Yes, I do. Let me show you. It's a Volvo FH 420. How do I get out of here? Have to go there? I think so. How much did it cost? So in car parts, I spent about $300. And in hardware, wood, metal, carpet, all that good stuff, I spent another $400. Can you download this game on your Android phone? I don't think so, man. Unfortunately, no. It's not available for phones. I think there's similar games, but not this one. That's what I could afford, man. I started the game on Monday, so I still don't have a lot of money here. And we are in UK, so I gotta pay attention now. I gotta drive on the wrong side of the road. Yes, Leo, that's exactly what I was just thinking. This is a hill. It's gonna be funny. I never driven on the wrong side of the road. Only in Japan, like in Assetto Corsa, but that doesn't count because that's pretty easy. It's just a highway. So this is the right side of the road here. I don't know if it's two-way street. What am I playing? I'm playing ETS, Euro Truck Simulator. I'll watch out, Milo. Thank you. I got a few tickets already today. Oh yeah, I didn't use the blinker. You're right. I'm using now. A small skippable. That's a great way to put it, Reaper. Yeah. Driver's license here is pretty easy. I got mine in 1999. A long time ago. And that was pretty much just a skippable tutorial. I don't know how the test is today. It's so weird. It's so weird. I'm driving on this side. I'm going to London, man. And I'm like freaking out here because I'm on the wrong side of the road. Am I using a new camera? No, I'm using new lights. So I changed the lights here and go back to my normal camera here. I think I forgot with the Apple CarPlay big. You got yours in 98, Milton? Just a year before me. What's the speed limit here? 50 miles an hour, okay. Johnson, yes, I actually usually play American Truck Simulator. I have 1,000 hours on it. But everybody kept asking me, oh man, you should try ETS, ETS, ETS. So here I am on ETS. This is the fast lane, right? Here. I gotta change lanes, I guess. Which one is the fast lane? It's the right lane. Is this Truckers MP? No, this is just single player, offline. Let me go to the low lane. So I think it was... Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate you guys. Especially there on the red app with the play button. Today is going well. I saw there's a point with like 200 some people there. So we gotta turn here. Thank you, Johnson, for watching. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I get like a lot of people suggesting me to play games. I do prefer to play truck simulation because I can read the chat and I can talk to you guys. But I do prefer ATS, if I'm honest, because the speed limits are a little better. Alright, so we're gonna take a right here. Bracknell, that's where you live? That's pretty cool, man. Southampton. I'm a Titanic nerd. Oh, that's so weird. I was going to go there. Oh my god. That's so funny. I'm on the wrong way. Thank you, Flop. I gotta drive more here in the UK. I should try Forza Horizon. Yes, I do have a few hours on Forza Horizon. I like Forza. But not for live streaming, and usually, not for playing for too long, unfortunately. 786, 786. So the reason is I can't really fine-tune the camera. You see here, the camera is completely adjustable, so I'm looking straight. Everything is perfect. I can see my side window on both sides very well. On Forza Horizon, unfortunately, I have to drive through the hood cam, and I don't like that. Revving at 8,000, Dima, so let me explain. This is calibrated. 8,000 means about 2,200 RPMs in the truck. So it's calibrated. It's better for my, peripheral view to see the needle moving more than just moving up to 2,000 RPMs. Oh, this is narrow. Thank you, House of Commoners. Thank you, and I remember you from yesterday. Thank you for watching, man. Thank you for sticking around and coming back. I must be doing something right. Thank you, Rector. Oh yeah, I love BeamNG Drive, man. It's one of my favorite. Top 3 games. Absolutely. BeamNG, Assetto Corsa, and ETS. American Truck Simulator. Those are my favorite. Beautiful sunset. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunset here in the UK. Dude, why I don't have 1800 degree steering wheel rotation? It is. I think it's about 1050. I think that's what Volvo has. So it's automatic. I don't have to set up for each truck. It just goes. It's on auto. And on auto, it will go more turns. I think Volvo's 1050, not 1800. Like some trucks. Yes. Acceleration. I am driving a truck. Very heavy truck, indeed. Awesome, Daddy. Thank you, man. I hope you watched the tutorial as well on the red app with the play button. So we're going straight. Yes. Straight ahead. Yes, sir. Pretty much that's what I did, Rector. And you can find a tutorial. And I'm recording the tutorial for the electronics now. So I can teach everybody how to make one of these with every single thing working. All the buttons, the dock, everything works. I'm going too fast. It's 60 miles an hour, so 60 now. I gotta get used to the slow lane being the left lane. You're driven A2. Nice, Danny. That's pretty cool. Oh, look, there's a Volvo, a P3 Volvo there. Yeah, that's definitely a P3 station wagon, a V70. Which mods? I just have a few mods. I think I have the visual, the real brands, real physics, real sounds, and real traffic. That's all I have. Thank you, Garbancito. Thank you, man. Thank you. Ooh, rumble. Southampton. I'm going to London, so I have to stay on the other lane. Yes. Nobody on my left. I'm taking the M2. So let's go to the right lane here. How much did it cost, Kevin? So it was about $300 in car parts and about $400 in other stuff. Reaper, by the way, manual car is cheaper in US. It depends on the car, man. They're usually flexing when they tell you have a manual car here in the US, which to me is kind of weird because I'm Brazilian. I was born in Brazil. And in Brazil, manual cars are like 90% of the cars, and it's definitely not a flex. So, it's weird. Does the radio and stuff light up? Yes, and everything is lit right now. The reason why you can't see is because of all the lights. I have too many lights, and the TV's shining, and the camera needs to adjust the brightness, so the exposure goes down, and you think that the lights are off, but they're on. I can see with my real, world eyes. Oh, the 440. I haven't seen those in a while. My grandpa had one. The 440. Yes, Shub. It's an actual dashboard. Yes, I'm on the purple app as well, Henry. How did I do this? So I have a tutorial on my red app with the play button. Speeding violation? You gotta be kidding me. I'm like 30... Okay, let me slow down here because yes, sir, it's an actual dashboard. Can you link all the parts somehow? Yes, on my tutorial on the red app with the play button. Like I said, I break all the costs down, everything is there. Oh, I think I know what the sound is. The black app is trying to kick me out. So let me just quickly go do that CAPTCHA challenge so I'm not inactive there. So let me just stop here for a second. Yeah, the speed limit here in ETS is ridiculous. So let me stop here for a second. And I'm gonna quickly go to my other streaming computer and slide the puzzle. Otherwise, they will kick me out of the live stream on one of the apps I'm live streaming now. All right, I'm back. There is a sound, but it's not what I thought it was. I thought it was the black app just kind of trying to kick me out. All right. Speeding violation. Yes, we do have speeding violations here in the game. Let me get my microphone set up again. All right, let's go back in. Thank you, Kevin, for the flowers. What's the specs on the streaming PC? Milton, they're awful. The streaming PC is a potato, and that's why I just bought a new streaming PC, which is coming today. The parts are coming. There's only 3 parts missing now. The chassis, the CPU, and the GPU. Just important ones. So the new one's going to be a little better. It's not going to be a beast. Ooh, I was going to turn into the wrong way. Not going to be a beast of a PC. I bought a 5060 GPU and a 5600X as a CPU. From what I've heard, that should be able to stream normally. So, yeah. Can you turn them off or switch to normal road car instead of truck limits? No. As you know, as long as I'm driving here in the truck simulator, I have to respect all the truck laws. Oh, you have to connect the wires to the PSU. Good, Aaron, so it's working now. Good for you, man. I'm really happy to hear. Thank you, Johnson. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I'm just being me and playing my game, and people come here and go. Some people will vibe with me, some people won't, and that's fine. But to all those who do, I really appreciate you guys subscribing and liking the live stream and helping out with the growth of my channels. Oof, as I was looking at the chat and almost crashed. Thank you, Ennis Baby. And thank you for watching there on the purple app. Oh, how does this work? I've never been to a roundabout that's, you know, clockwise. That's crazy. It's so weird to drive here in UK. Oh, nice, man. Thank you for doing that. I really need people from the black app to go over to the purple app, because it's really hard to be discovered there on the purple side of the world, you know. Oh, look, there's a Volvo dealership here. Hi. Have I considered the 9070 XT? Yes, I did, Aaron. The reason why I didn't go with it is the encoders. So OBS will use some encoders that, you know, they work with the 9070, yes, but they're better suited for the 5060 or NVIDIA for that matter. So that's why the only reason I chose NVIDIA for this. I was gonna go with a cheap 3060, but price-wise, they're about the same. So I just decided to go with a 5060 instead. All right, how do I gotta turn here. Otherwise, I'm going to the wrong way. And then I gotta go that way. And I think before we take a new cargo, we're gonna sleep. We're gonna take a nap here in the UK. Oh, really, Reaper? Thank you, man. That's pretty cool to hear, but I'm sorry to hear about the latency. So let's do the hard parking, because we want to look weird trying to park. Because I think what I have to do now, the parking is over there. I might have to back up all the way. We'll see. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I really, you know, feel flattered when somebody says that they, you know, I motivated them to get their sim set up. Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna have to back it up. Well, that's gonna be a tough parking here, guys. That's gonna be a very tough parking. I don't know how am I gonna go and turn the truck around. Can I do this? I don't think I can. I don't think I'll have enough space here. But we'll just go outside and then try to back in again, which is gonna be very hard. What time do I stream, Johnson? Usually from like 8-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can see my actual time here is 9 a.m. right now, until like 9 some a.m. Never beyond 10, but usually up until like 9:30. So how am I gonna do this? So what I gotta do is I'm gonna have to back into the roadway here. It is true, man. It's amazing what you can do nowadays with motivation. Oh, gotta stop because I'm gonna hit. I turned too soon. Like today with YouTube and other places, oh, I shouldn't have said that. You can pretty much do anything. You can learn anything. Yes, they are, and these are car seats. And power adjusted too. Alright, so we're going to have to do something pretty weird here, and I hope there's no cars coming. Do I have a handbrake? Yes, I do. Right here. It doesn't do anything in this game because trucks don't use handbrakes just like regular car does. So let's go here. So we're gonna have to back up into our spot there. There's a car coming. Oh, really? That makes me look bad, truck. Don't do that. I am in London. They do have parking brakes, not hand brakes. You have to press a button, and that's what I have here. The air conditioning to the foot will get the parking brake on. As I'm trying to steer the truck here a little more. Let's see if I can do that. My laptop's dying again. Yeah, it's the last time I'm doing that with the laptop, guys, so I'm sorry. I'm just trying to park here and I'll go back there. I don't know if it's gonna kill my live, but I'm just, now it's good. We got it. Please show the whole truck. In a second, I can show you. I'm having to back it up here and I was stopping the road for a second. So let me show you the truck. This is the truck. Go back inside. We gotta park in the right with the hard way, right? Alright, so we gotta go here and now we're gonna go straight in. turn so we don't hit that. Sorry about the beeping, guys. I know the beeping is a little bit of an annoying thing, but we're parking, so I have to reverse, and reversing means beeping. And we're reversing because there's no place to turn, and I need all the points that I can get. Hey, Ginger Ninja. Hello. Thank you for the sub, man. I really appreciate you, dude. Ooh, too soon, too soon, too soon. Let's go forward a little. And then it can kind of go straight now. There we go, there we go. Alright, so now we're on our way to park. It depends on what screen you buy, Reaper. I had to spend a little bit more because my screens are 4K and 120 hertz. No, there's not. You'll see. Here, let me show you. There is no space. See? It's just a, straight line there. Unless I didn't see and there's space to go around there. But I couldn't see that on a map, so here we are, backing up. Oh, it might be. I never been to this garage here, so I don't know this one. Well, it helps enhance my parking skills, I guess. Yeah, just about. I think it was about 2500 because of the frame rate. I wanted to get a 120 hertz TV. Yeah, right. Let's keep going, keep going. Pretty good. Now it's pretty easy. Just a straight in parking. Oh, no confusion, man. Right. And green. Any minute. There you go. We got green. Do I have a list of my hardware? Yes, on my tutorial. Alright, so here we are. And yes, somebody said that I could have turned here, and they are 100% correct. I could have made turn here. Who said that? Devonio, right? Devonio James. Thank you, man. You are right. I could have done that. Well, I just look more tougher, parking like that. So we got an excellent. So is my computer kind of struggling again? Let me see my frame rate here. Yeah, we're breaking up again, guys. So let me try to close. I may open something there. How far did you go with the E60 rig? I'm gonna go all the way, man. I'm gonna finish all the electronics. Let me just press the button there. I think the problem with my streaming PC right now, the one that's gonna die on Monday, is whenever I'm streaming, the window that's focused needs to be the camera window. Mr. Smack 710 P2R interior. Yes, sir. You can tell a person that knows their Volvos when they go with the right platform name. Yes, it's a Volvo P2, man. So we just finished this delivery. We are at level 8. I need to get, I think, at level 10 so I can change my shifter, my transmission in the game. And we are here in the UK, so we're gonna do the long distance, and then we're gonna add the high value cargo once we finish that. Long distances pay a little better, and then we add the high value cargo. That will pay even better. So let's find a new job. Well, actually, before we do, let's rest, because it's getting night. And I don't like to drive at night here in the game because you guys can't see much. Damola, why don't I drive an actual truck? So you got the ding, dude. That's not the smartest question. But I can, you know, entertain you. Because it's much better to have as a hobby and work at home like I do, spending time with my family and just playing around with the game that I can crash, reset, and kind of like a CS player doesn't, you know, just go to war. You know, if you play Call of Duty, doesn't mean you want to go to war. If I play Truck Simulator, it doesn't mean I want to drive a truck around the country. I'm in UK and I live in Florida. That'll tell you a lot. So let's go to sleep, I think. Let's put on the GPS here so I can find a place. I'm gonna drive around. Let's go here. I think there's a... Oh, there was a Volvo dealership. Perfect spot for sleeping. Thank you guys for the follow. Thank you all who are hitting that follow button. I am in London. This is London. Look. I don't know if you can see the buildings right there. Those are very London buildings. I don't know how they call that. That looks like a bullet. This is ETS. See you later, 677. Alright, so we're gonna take a nap right here. This is a garage. I could buy it, but I won't. Oh, look, there's a P3 Volvo there. Where is the sleeping area? In this place, because I know it's a garage, but I don't know where I can sleep. Back here? Or I can only sleep if I own the garage. I think I can only sleep if I own it. You live near here? You're cool, man. Thank you, Rundown. Let's see if I stop here, if it will get the... No. I think I'll have to go somewhere. Oh, there you go. Stop the engine to sleep. Perfect. Turn the engine off. Parking brake. Let's sleep. Oh, you too, Idamola. Stay safe. Have a great day, man. Or night, because you're almost half of your day through. You're part of my younger audience, Johnson. Well, thank you for being a part of my audience. So let's find a job. Oh, we got a problem with our brakes. Just fine. Let's find a job. Brake market. And where should we drive to? Let's keep exploring UK a little more. Oh, wait. I gotta choose London. Oh, we can take a long trip to France. Oh, Germany. Yeah, let's go deep into Germany then. We're gonna take an Aldi trailer. 21,000 euros. I have a Fanatec wheel here. On my tutorial build, I do have a Moza. So I have more than one simulator. Thank you. Or YSZXMT. Oh, nice. You're from France. Yeah, I'm waiting because the ding here you hear is from... Oh, there you go. It's the air pressure on the brakes. What's the fuel economy? I don't know, but it's a huge fuel tank. So I can turn the mile per gallon here. Well, now it's showing 0, but if I start driving, it'll actually show the miles per gallon. Of course, I'm driving in the city right now. I have to go on the wrong side of the road. Hey, T. What cheap steering wheel do I recommend getting, by the way? So I recommend Moza if you're on a budget. The R3, it's the cheapest you can buy, but the R5 is a very good bundle. Am I on the wrong way? Why do I see those? Oh, that is no parking. Yeah, I'm getting so confused here. They're not expensive. Moza is the cheapest, best, you know, steering wheel you can buy. A G29 or a T300? No, man. And yes, T, the reason is very simple. So the gauge cluster for Volvo is only programmed to show 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and R. So it does not show 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, you know, all the higher gears. Meaning, whenever I go beyond the 7th gear, let me show you. So, first gear, it's gonna show first, and when I put here, it's gonna go 3rd because it's skipping gears. Then it's gonna go 5th, and now it's gonna just not show anything because it doesn't understand what 7 is. 7 does not exist here in the display. And then if I go here, that's 9, doesn't exist. And then if I go to reverse, then it does, because it knows reverse. Does the V70 D5 engine block fits the V70R engine like straight on? I don't know, man. I don't know the diesel engines very well. Here in the US, we don't have many diesel. I think so, T, but if the problem is you'd have to reprogram the EEPROM of your gauge cluster. And that is, you know, next level programming stuff. Because the way we find codes and stuff is like you go to the car and you put first gear, and then you take notes of what can ID and code it's showing right now, and then you know that that 1 means X numbers, but there's no 7. It just doesn't exist, so I can't replicate that. I can't create that unless I reprogram the whole EEPROM of the cluster. Let me go outside here. So if I click Comfort, get the trailer. A good entry-level wheel. I always say Moza R3 or R5. Those are the cheapest and the best ones you can get. Yeah, I agree. And if I really wanted the number, I could have the number showing here on this part of the display. Because that part is completely programmable. I can do whatever I want there. Yeah, he does shake. So the speed limit is 30, so I better watch out. So now we're gonna go to Germany. And we got an Aldi, the supermarket trailer. Oh man, here in the US there's a few things that are super awesome, like the junkyards, the pick and pull junkyards. They're amazing. Wait a minute. It's not that way. I gotta go this way. No, yeah, this way. That's crazy. So mind twisting here. Go on a roundabout. what's on the red app or purple app? Sorry, I didn't get the question. Reaper. Wrong side of the road? Yes, I'm on the wrong side of the road here. On the right side, according to the law. Wrong side, according to my head. Oh, you're welcome, Johnson. Thank you for watching and being a passenger here with me today. Yeah, man, go from one day to day one. By the way, is there any difference between driving quality of different trucks? I think it's just the acceleration and some of the handling performance, but I'd say there is, yes. Oh, the black app. The black app is the TIKTOK. I can't keep saying the names, otherwise, you know, platforms will go just kind of start restricting your live stream. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, man. Oh, have a great day, Joey. You too, man. What's the speed? It's 30 again, so we gotta watch out. It's so slow here in Europe. I'm doing pretty good, Georgie. How about yourself, man? Thank you, ROI. What's the sim game, please? It's for PC, Twisted, and it's called Euro Truck Simulator. It's a European truck simulation, and they also have an American version, which is the one I'm more used to playing. Oh, got 50 miles an hour now, so we can go. Thank you, TR3, for the flower. I'll call you Jay then. I that's all I see, man. I see the usernames, and they're usually complicated for me, but I tried my best. How'd you get that set up, Victor? So you have to build it yourself, but good news is I do have a tutorial on the red app with the play button in the center, you know, like the play red. you know what I mean. See you later, Batman. I never used any car mods, TR3. Speeding violation? I'm doing like 32 miles an hour, dudes. Okay. Laws are laws. I'm gonna go slower. Hey, Loyalty. Hello. Is it an entire truck cab? Or, no, this is a car, Volvo S60R, and you'd have to go to a junkyard and get the parts and then build it in your house. That's what I did. And I do have a tutorial on the red app with the play button. You can check it out. How much is the game? I think it's like $4.99 this week. They were on sale. I learned how to weld, but I don't know any fancy welding. I just did the simplest welding, and you'll see on the video, on the tutorial, you can see how I did put the steering wheel. That's why it's so rock solid. It's welded. 5 kilometers? Yeah, they weren't doing that here. I was doing like 33 miles. Oh, 60 now I can go. And I'm on the fast lane, right? Just used to driving on the right lane. Olin, yes, they're all stock parts from a Volvo S60R. Ooh, no, there's a car coming. Almost crashed. Sorry, dude. Come on, there's cars all around, and these guys don't move. I usually don't drive this crazy, but I hate when people are driving too slow. Thank you, Oland. Come on, come on. Nice. Where are you going in the US? Do you know already? The sound is the lane keep assist, so it's telling me that I was kind of moving in and out of the lane without my turn signal. Oh, you got a wave, Justin. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Thank you, man. It's just second nature, you know? Like, sometimes I'm not doing this just to show off. It's really because I would do that in real life, and so, like, the turn signal. It's just my second nature. I always use, or most of the time I use the turn signal, so I'll just use it here as well. Thank you, Charlie, for the follow. Thank you guys who are hitting that follow button. Got about half a tank of fuel. We're good. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Well, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it when you find out. There's so many options, and they're so different here in the US. If you come to Florida, is one thing. If you go to California, it's completely different. New York. Well, it's kind of like that in Europe as well, but I'm biased. 60 miles, oops, going through the rumble strip there. 60 miles an hour, so we gotta pass this guy. Go. It depends on what you like to see, man. Oh, I think that's my... Let's stop here for a second, because I think I know what that is. That's my TT. The sound. Put the parking brake? No. Well, now I know. Yeah, the TT. TikTok. After about an hour, it will say that I am not active. It thinks I'm inactive for some odd reason. And then it will just kill my live stream. So I just have to go there and slide a puzzle piece. I am driving in the UK, and I bet you'd be surprised, but trucks from other countries in Europe, the ones that drive on the right side of the road, also drive here on the wrong side of the road in the UK. Let me in. Okay, thank you, sir. We're going to Germany. Yeah, we're going to Germany. Yeah, we're headed to... What's the name of the city? I'm gonna butcher it. Magdeburg. The game is called ETS. Mugshot. Oh, we're gonna turn here before I miss my exit. They're so tight, the exits here. So that way is towards Southampton. So that's where we're going. So weird to drive on this side of the road. You live near Netherlands. That must be nice as well. Oh, it's easy to flip it over. I mean, they're so tight. it's so slow. If you're driving just a little bit too fast. We can go 50 here, so we're doing 40 now, so let's go a little higher. How many hours do I have in ETS? But not many, man. I think about 10 hours. I started Monday on ETS. I have more hours on ATS. I have about 1,000 hours on ATS. Well, thank you, Max. Hello, Ladarius. And now we're going a little bit too fast. 50 miles an hour. We'll keep it that. How much was a sim rig? So I spent about $300 in car parts and another $400 or so in hardware, meaning wood, carpet, metal, Arduinos, LCD screen. Obviously, I'm only talking about what makes my simulator special, which is the car part. I'm not talking about the triple 4K setup screen that I have here, my PC. All of that is separate, and you can spend a lot or you can spend a little. It all depends on your budget. Oh, this is just a one-way? What wheelbase do I have? I have a Fanatec Club Sport DD with 12 Newton meters. ATS is fun, and I think we can, you know, I all agree that the speed limits in the US are a little better than here in Europe. Like, I can go 60 miles an hour here. I'd be able to drive, you know, some places I can go 80 miles an hour, which for all of those in the right metric system, 80 miles an hour is about 130 kilometers an hour with a truck on the highway. So, a lot better. Did I? I didn't see if I cut in front of anybody. There's a zipper here. But I could. Sometimes I don't see people. Can you change from miles to kilometers in ATS? Yes, you can. That's what I did here. I changed from kilometers to miles. And the reason I did this is the big numbers here on my speedometer are all in miles. So, I mean, I could look at the kilometers, but then, you know, this is in miles, everything else is in miles, so I'll just keep it in miles. I prefer the metric system. I was born in Brazil and I'm used to the metric, but, you know, it is what it is. You use the Fanatec Club Sport V1 wheelbase for ATS. Yes, it is pretty... Channel. Oh, that's the wrong way. I was almost going there. I don't know. Do they drive bad? The Polish and Romanian truck drivers? We're going to the Channel Tunnel. That's pretty cool. Yo, Coco Moni. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, man. So we gotta go. So no cars here. Or trucks. Trucks there. Alright, so we're gonna go do this one. Thank you, Moto. Well, thank you, dude. You're also nice too, Jay. Alright, so we need to park right here. And go to Europe. We're gonna go from Folkestone to Calais in France. Yep, the Euro train. That's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna drive on the right side of the road again. Alright, so I'm gonna go that way, I think. Oh, engine is off. I'm not gonna go anywhere. Brake. Engine on. Yes, I do, Moto. I do have 3 monitors, 3 TVs in my case, which do give me about 190, 200 degrees of field of view because they're behind me. Is this a car setup or from a truck? It's from a car. Polski. From a car. A Volvo S60R. So now we're headed towards Germany, apparently. A very long trip. Heavy. Yeah, I look left and right because I have to, otherwise I'll the truck, and I don't want to do that. Is it a... Can I ask you? Yeah, I work with market research for a living, and I work from home. Were you always a truck fan? Actually, no, Jay. I mean, I like trucks as much as the next guy, but I started enjoying, going on a simulator here, and it just grew on me. It's kind of got more and more, and nowadays I think I just like to live stream trucks because it's calm. I can read the chat, I can talk to you guys, and interact more, and I think that's one of the key things about live streaming is being able. Ooh, sorry dude, gonna have to wait there. Interactions. If I'd be just driving in Nordschleife here fast, it'd be cool, but I couldn't talk to you guys. No, my go-to sim most of the time is BeamNG. Like if I'm like, at night I want to play a little bit, I'll just hop on BeamNG and just go for a few crashes. Sometimes I'm feeling like going on a more serious drive, then I'll race, then I'll go to Nordschleife, I'll take a track in Imola or somewhere else, and then I'll just race for a few. But most of the time I'll go to BeamNG. Because you turn like a truck, but the dash is a car. Yes, Moto. It's confusing for a second, but then you get used to it, and so you feel like you're in a truck. Kind of forget that this is from a car. Is the kilometer counter counting? Yes, but it's counting in miles, not kilometers. So those are miles. Do I play Assetto Corsa? Yes, I do. How do I feel about the new Assetto Corsa, the Evo? I mean, I'm giving them a chance. It's still, fairly new, and they are still like in development. So I'll wait for it to be final to have a final opinion about it. But I love Assetto Corsa, and I hope they deliver what they're promising, which sounds pretty good. Gotta slow down here. Do I also play ETS in the streams? I do, Jay. So usually up until Monday, I would play only ETS. I didn't even have ETS installed on my computer. I'll probably get back to it eventually. I just want to grow a little bit more here on ETS and get more money and better trucks and, more levels. Okay, 56 miles an hour here. Yeah, those are pretty cool games. BeamNG and Assetto Corsa. RM075, how did I make the setup with the dashboard? So I have a tutorial on my Red app with the play button on my channel, and there you can check it out and see step by step. I have a breakdown of all the costs, and well, I hope you learn and build one for yourself. I have about 4 people that already built simulators, and they sent me photos of their simulators based on my tutorial, and that's always flattering to see. Does your dashboard work fully, like everything? Gas temperature? Yes, Moto. Everything you see here is working, and it's coming from the computer. The computer is telling everything that you see here. The fuel, the temperature. The only thing is I can set the temperature to whatever temperature I want, so I set the GPU temperature to be the water temperature. And here on this temperature is my CPU temperature, 66 degrees Celsius. It says Fahrenheit, but it's Celsius. Is the CPU temperature right now. 9:37 is the Eastern Standard Time here in Florida right now. This is the mileage actually going up. This is coming from the game. So this truck will still go about 1,600 miles until an empty tank, and I got about half a tank of fuel. Karting. What is this Volvo from? It's a Volvo S60R. James, no, it's ETS. ETS 2, and I'm not on convoy. I'm offline. Single player. Thank you, Ladarius. Thank you, man. I appreciate the subscription. I appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. By the way, in your video, you build a sim for someone from your family. No, I'm just building for the tutorial. I'm gonna probably sell it once it's done to somebody here in Florida, because it's not easy to ship. You can set up Street DSM for floating gears. I don't have set it up for floating gears. I have to press the clutch every time, but I think I'm just used to, so I just keep it like that. And I'm going super fast here. I'm doing 60 miles an hour and 56. Let me turn on the cruise control. There we go. How much did it cost? So it did cost about $300 in car parts and another $400 in hardware. So wood, metal, carpet, electronics, and all that kind of stuff. So we are going to that way? Yes, we are. The sound you hear is the lane keep assist, which sometimes I don't know why it activates, so I'm not doing anything weird. I'll see you later, Jay. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. Yes, so it would stall. If I don't hold the clutch, the truck will just stall. Oh, nice streets. Tanker. That's pretty cool, man. In the US or Europe? Yes, Moto, I do have a butt kicker, so the vibration you kind of see on the steering wheel, I feel it here as well. Not the same vibration, but I feel vibrations on my seat. So where we're going, we got to change lanes here, so we'll do that. So how did I get the clocks to work? I assume you're talking about the gauge. So the gauge was with Arduino Uno and CAN bus shield connected to SimHub. This guy's going very slow. Everybody is, actually. Hey, Spicy! Hello, hello. We still have tumbleweeds rolling on purple, but the red app with the play button today, there was a point I had 250 people watching on there. It's like almost 20,000 views on my live stream right now, which is amazing. Meanwhile, the black app isn't even doing that well today. I don't know why, but that's okay. Yes, there's a way to get fully reactive, like, you know, all the motion, but I would have to change the structure of the simulator. It wouldn't be able to just plug in something here, you know. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Oh, you're in the States, nice. Well, I think it's better to drive trucks here. In Europe, they go pretty slow here, man. Speed limit here is 56 miles an hour. This is my last delivery, Ladarius, so I will be live streaming for just about another 9 to 10 minutes. I think I'm gonna stop for the day before this delivery, because it shows here that I still need to drive about 30 minutes in the game to get to my destination. So I need to start working. I got stuff to do today. I don't have a time to start, but I do need to start today earlier because I need to finish some stuff. It's Friday. I want to enjoy my weekend. Thank you, Shade. Thank you for also being there on the purple app, man. What do you mean you lost your 200k custom Scania? In the game? Thank you, Adomas. accidentally took the car and it bugged out. Really? I didn't even know that was possible. That's crazy, man. Couldn't you load a save file? Right? Streets, it's just... like, there are places here that I've driven, I think in France, the speed limit was freaking 30 miles an hour. That's school zone, almost. That's a school zone speed limit. Ridiculous. Too slow. Oh, you sold the truck? Dude, don't sell the truck. Come on, let me in, dude, please. Thank you. Going towards Rotterdam and Brussels. Miles per hour where you live? Yeah, usually speed, you know, school zones are 20 miles an hour here in Florida as well, in Tampa Bay at least. Thank you, Ladarius. I hope to see you again, man. I hope to see you again on my live stream. I usually live stream from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till like about this time, 9:40 a.m. No, I've been pretty consistent with my live streaming, man. I'm usually starting about 8 a.m. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little late, and then I go up until like 9:30, 9:40. Oh, 20 miles per hour everywhere. Oh, dude, 20 miles per hour is our speed limit only in school zones when there's school, like. Times like 8 a.m. till like 9 some a.m. Edward, you got the ding, dude. Congrats. Another smart person telling me to buy a truck. Do I have to tell him, or do you guys tell him? I mean, you could tell him. Why am I bored? Why a tear just ran down your leg? See you again, Ladarius. Where did I buy this setup, Oliver? I built it, and I do have a tutorial on my channel where you are right now. There's a 45-minute tutorial teaching step-by-step how to build one of these, and they're not as expensive as people think. $700 will get you one. Oh, it makes sense. Yeah, I don't think trucks are allowed in general in residential area, especially big trucks like this. Go pound sand. Yeah, it's on the TT app, the black app. There's always smart people that come and say, "Oh, you go buy a truck." Yeah, go tell a Call of Duty player to go to war. I don't think they're mean or they have any ill intent, but I just like to make fun of them. They like to make fun of me, I make fun back, so I think it's fair play. Thank you, Kiona. Thank you, Rocks. Drive Club. Hey, man, you're here, Matt. How you doing, dude? Thank you, dude. Is there cops? Yeah, there's, you can get tickets, but not pulled over. How are you doing, Matt? I see your videos are getting back to normal. How in the world did I get this working, man? It's there's a tutorial on my red app with the play button, but essentially a bunch of Arduinos and a lot of wood. I understand, but sometimes, you know, you just want to chill. You don't want to start, you know, driving fast on a track because you need to brake at the right place, go through the apex, and do all of that cool stuff. Sometimes you just want to chill, man, and follow the law. I don't know if it makes sense for you, but... like, you're in home and don't have to deal with the absurd BS that can happen sometimes with trucks. Exactly, Shade. There's so many reasons why I wouldn't buy a truck, but, you know, there's always one. Sorta, kind of? Oh, man, just ride the wave, dude. Sometimes, I know, I can't say the name of the apps, but some of my social media are really slow. Some are going faster. Like the red app with the play button is doing quite well today. The live stream there, I have about 100 people watching on the red app. 18,000 views on this live stream, which is unseen to me. First time. Hunter, does the radio work? Yes, the radio does work. All the 6 CD changer here, and FM and AM, and also the audio from the computer comes into here. So we're gonna find a place to park, because I gotta end my live stream, unfortunately, guys. So you work for a truck company, Shade? I did not know that. Oh, did I answer your Reaper? Because I think I did. It's usually Monday through Friday, like 8 a.m. till 9:40, 9:50 a.m. But thank you for joining, Reaper. I really appreciate that. What about the purple app? Yes, I'm right there. There's 7 people there watching right now, but it's really hard to get, noticed there. People don't. It's hard to be discovered. Put it this way. Oh, the wires and airlines. Oh, that must have been a mess. I have to, Hunter. I'd love to keep streaming, man, but I don't want to stay working up until late, and I gotta do some stuff. I gotta finish a report today. I think there's a stop ahead, so I think we'll stop there. Yeah, oh man, don't even say it, Matt. Yeah, I gotta finish my tutorial on the electronics, and I started recording, but I gotta finish it. But I had so many projects around my house that it's just literally taking months. I started doing the floor, new floor. I changed the lights here in the studio yesterday, and I gotta do a few other things next week until I have, time to actually go back and make my video. Oh, it's just a gas station, but I think we can stop here. We'll just stop here at the fuel pump, because why not? Let's fill up the tank while we're here, so I can say goodbye to you guys. Thank you, Co-Main. So we put the parking brake on. Let's turn off the engine. You tried streaming, Dennis? It is hard, especially there on the purple app. I mean, I have almost 200,000 followers on TikTok, 10,000 almost on the red app, but I can't be found on the purple app. It's just impossible. So let's get fuel. So you'll notice that here now it's about a quarter tank, and as I start filling up, that'll go up to full, and the miles to an empty tank will also go higher. How much power is that taking? I have a 1200 watts PSU here on this computer, but all the other stuff, they don't draw a lot of power. I think mainly the 3 TVs could draw a little more power, but I don't think they're that bad. Alright, so now tank is full. It takes a little second until the needle goes up. This truck can drive 3,000 miles on a tank. Pretty good. I added almost 900 liters of fuel, not considering the fuel I already had in the truck. So, well, my friends, thank you for watching. We're gonna end the live stream today with this Aldi truck here that we're gonna finish tomorrow, or Monday actually. And on Monday we have some good news, because I will be able to be live streaming at 1080p. Because I will build a new computer today. I bought parts to build a new streaming computer that will replace the notebook that I have right now. That is a potato that can only stream at 720p. So Monday, you should be able to see this beautiful delivery being done on a better quality resolution. So I hope to see you guys back on Monday. I hope to catch you guys. I hope to see you guys here as my passengers. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And until then, see you next time, guys.